Mara update, 8.5% drop. Short interest option activity insights discussed. Market analysis provided. Educational content shared. Welcome to Stock Analysis, your go-to destination for insightful market analysis and investment strategies. If you're ready to navigate the world of stocks with confidence, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today, we have an update on Marathon Digital. The stock is down 8.5% today. Here are the levels I'm looking at for this stock. In the morning, it was trading a bit choppy, then it had a slight gap down and flushed down. The stock is officially below the $20 level. I was also looking at the level below $18.60, which was another support level I had been watching for the stock. Now, if we add moving averages and take a look, I can pull up everything you can see on the chart. This is a daily chart, and you can see the blue line is the 20-day moving average, yellow is the 50-day, and gray is the 5-day moving average. The red line there is the 20-day and 200-day moving averages. One thing you want to see is how many days, from 1 to 14 trading sessions, were green. Only 2 days were green, and selling was more prevalent every other day. I also looked at the short volume. Let's discuss. Even before, when the short flow volumes dropped to 27.28, I felt they weren't all short sellers. Basically, they were trying to sell their shares. So even now, at these levels, 40% of the float. Yesterday volume. Again, this data isn't the entire volume, but only what was reported by the exchanges. But I can easily recognize it. And just to get an overall idea of whether some stocks are heavily shorted or not, I'll tell you about SoundHound where they are heavily shorted. And that's why the fees are also very high. And there are also fewer shorts available for shorting. So another thing I want to show you is the chart, which is for options, where there is something called maximum pain for this week, for March 18th, for Mara, for March 15th at $19. What does that mean? It means you can see that on the right-hand side, we have all the code for call options or open interest, and we have put open interest, and you can go and see that calls are going to expire more than puts. And what happens when the stock closes at this level 19? Most call buyers and most put buyers incur losses because you can see that this is the area where market makers incur less loss, and they make more profit because they are usually the ones who buy and sell your contracts. And I hope this is clear. And let me tell you one more thing about option activity. When you look at that, I've been watching a lot of flow every day, and I couldn't understand why so many calls were being traded. And now I completely understand because whatever calls were coming in were basically sells. For example, I was just tracking one contract in the morning where someone came. Pay attention there. This week, 2150 call. This week, someone came there. Monday. Thousands were watching there. But for me, these are about 40,000 contracts. They had gathered there by selling the $2 premium. And this morning, when the premium dropped to 4 cents, 2 cents, they bought it back. Why? Because they had already made around 90-something% profit. And that's just fine for them. They just walked away. And there are many more strikes as well. And when you follow the chart volume and open interest and track it daily, you understand. But for me, there right now, meaning it could easily stop at these levels around 180 or 50. But it could also happen today as interest rates rise. If you go and look at TNX, which follows the 10-year Treasury yields, when these, meaning yields, go up, small caps and rate-sensitive stocks particularly suffer. Today, I saw solar names that are rate-sensitive and suffered losses, and I felt good about trading them. So, the same thing with Mara and every other name that's not profitable. The higher interest rates stay up, the worse it will be for small caps, and they won't like it. Many people were saying, okay, there will be 3 or 4 or 5 rate cuts. But it seems that maybe there won't be any rate cuts until December. Or maybe there won't be any rate cuts at all. So these stocks don't like it. But in Mara case, it was mostly dilution, right? And we knew that as soon as BTC slips, it will affect stocks, minor stocks, which have all been down more than 5% today. Because the market has only been open for 2 hours, everyone has lost more than 5%. This is what I am seeing. And I'm not saying that the stock can't move higher, but it will take time for the stock to digest. In this decline, the stock didn't take much time to move straight up. It didn't digest much like this. All right? And it went straight back into supply. Yes, many people got stuck at this level around 28.30 and some broke even. They got out, and it trapped more people in this zone. So it will take more time to fight this. At least, I don't know. I won't give any numbers, but this is now a solid resistance in the future. So go and see what BTC does. But if it goes above 100K, maybe it will be easier, but I don't know. So this is the update for Mara. Not financial advice, just for entertainment. Educational purposes only. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for joining Stock Analysis. Stay informed with our market insights. Hit subscribe for expert strategies, and let's navigate the stock world together.
Happy investing!